when you do have an energy exchange with a person, and it feels like that relationship is just drawing out too much of your energy. But yet because it's drawing out this energy, there's a major lesson to be learned, with this person, and this person is coming to your life so that you may have that lesson.
Okay,
when it becomes ideal for the person, because now you want to get that deep lesson, but yet it may take away from all these other areas in your life that either may be working or you can be exploring even deeper.
Okay, I'm going to give you some Huna ideas on this, all right? And I'll just say it, but it bounces from a number of the different principles that I talked about. First of all, the idea of learning lessons, okay? There is a different way to look at life than as a school. I'm not putting that down, but there is a different way to look at it. Everything that comes into our life is an experience that could be fuller, that we could explore more. It is always a reflection of where we're at. There is no cosmic law, however, that I've ever seen written by anyone that says we have to do anything about any particular one. Okay? We could learn deep, powerful lessons from a piece of gravel in the driveway. We are the ones who give importance to certain kinds of experiences over other kinds of experiences. Okay? We are the ones that do that. The universe doesn't do that. We may have emotional responses, strong feelings, reactions, all those come from within us. Okay? So someone comes into our life, there's a powerful attraction or energy exchange, and we can decide, I want to find out more about this. I want to learn what I can, what are my limits, what are my weaknesses, where can I go with this, how can I come through it on the other side, a better person, whatever it is. We can decide that. We can also decide, and the universe doesn't care. I mean, it cares about you, but it doesn't care which path you take because it's all going the same way. You can also decide, no, I don't think I'll deal with this one. Thanks, universe, but give me a different lesson, okay? Or give me a different lesson book, okay? Somebody else, please. We also have that choice. So we don't have to work through any particular relationship because we'll miss something if we don't. There will be things we may not have learned, but life is rich. We will get plenty of other opportunities to meet our reflections in different ways. So we could do it that way too. So that's one aspect of it, okay? Therefore, it has to come down as to what is the benefit for me and potentially for the other person or for the people around me in following through and seeing what I can learn and how I can adapt and maybe become more tolerant or change some ways or find out more about life and love, or the decision that is too painful. And I will have to do too many major changes in order to ease the pain on that one. So I'm going to take the pain as a message that there's a better way to do it. And so thank you for showing me my pain and where my limit is, and I appreciate that. Goodbye, and I'm going to work on it over here. See? That's also a valid option. One other thing in the basis of the question, and again, this just has to do with different ways of looking at things. Some teachings talk about energy as a thing, and we're like containers, and we have so much, and other people can drain it. Certainly feels like it. And that's one way of looking at it. A different way of looking at it is that energy is infinite, and when we experience that somebody is pulling our energy away, what's actually happening is that we're closing up to our flow. Because there's something there which is so, perhaps on a subconscious level, dangerous, that the subconscious is trying to block that contact. And the only way it has of doing that is by clenching muscles, tension. And when you have that tension, then it also blocks your connection to the energy of the universe. So the draining effect is not being caused, in this point of view, the draining effect is not being caused by the other person. It's being caused by your closing up, perhaps out of a sense of self-preservation. Okay? The advantage of thinking it that way, remember, these are just all theories, but the advantage of thinking of it that way is that you can immediately do something about it. You can decide, if you don't know how, you can learn, but you can decide to change your mind about the person so that you don't have such resistance. Relax your body and let the energy flow through. Call upon spiritual help to do that. You have all kinds of possibilities open to you to take effective action. Whereas if you use the idea that they're taking it away from you, then it's a constant source, they are a constant source of danger. And you get more into a state of, the tendency is to get more in a state of helplessness, where your only recourse is escape. See? So we like to teach about infinite energy because it gives you more choices. When I talk about these Huna principles, by the way, I just want to mention, we don't look on them as laws of the universe. Okay? We look upon them as ideas. They're tools. They're ways to think about things. Okay? You can use any ways that you like to think about things, but these are just some ways that people have used for a long time that work very well, but they're not laws, they're not dogma, you don't have to believe them. They're just ideas that we use as tools.